Katt Williams went off on a lot of people here. We're talking about Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, and others. There's also been some reactions to the reaction from the Club Shay Shay podcast with Katt Williams. So let's go ahead and take a little listen.
You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guests. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here and lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points.
3 quick.
You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base.
Damn.
He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know.
He shouldn't be
Did
able.
Smiley play a woman in a lot of his
That's
stuff?
new news to me. I never heard about that.
First Sunday, he was the grandma.
Oh, he was.
And then remember, that's his claim to fame when he does the grandma voice.
Wait, wasn't he in there as well?
Yeah,
was.
but he was the choir man.
He was the preacher.
He was the choir director.
Okay.
But yeah, Ricky Smiley's claim to fame was the old, when he does prank phone calls, he plays an old woman.
On his radio show, right?
And he plays an old woman. And then when
it was a radio show.
in his second
was
movie,
I seen
First Sunday was his second movie, he played as a woman.
So he was just like an old lady?
You wouldn't let an athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats? Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere.
Damn.
You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one, why no, he was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he, what?
So
Ricky Smiley knows this. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201.
Damn.
200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
He's basically saying that Ricky Smiley's okay being in homosexual situations.
Yep.
Cross-dressing and stuff like that.
Yes.
So the original Money Mike was actually R-A-P-E-D by OG Triple OG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
But not with Pippin. He had them vice grips. So Katt Williams probably made an adjustment, said, I ain't going to be that guy. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me.
You said he wrote his own lines.
I did hear something like that too before about.
Yeah, Katt Williams wrote. Yeah.
Now this is what Ice Cube says about the matter.
Yeah. When I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And you know, Katt, you know, said he wrote his role, which, I mean, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. You know, Money Mike had a small role, you know, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we start filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point.
He's basically confirming that Katt Williams, there was already a script there for Money Mike. But as on set, they let a lot of actors ad-lib, especially comedians.
Yeah.
So he ad-libbed a lot, and then the script got developed. So
bigger.
you can't say
he was
his
funnier.
lines
He was
were
funnier.
made by him.
He was funnier.
You're both right. So
Yeah.
that basically says, you know, Katt Williams wasn't lying, bro. He wasn't lying.
Me, that's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he.
That's hard to believe.
Now, that I don't think so. I think he's embellishing now. I don't think that part
he
is
got
true.
power like that.
But
do you believe that what he just said is true?
No, not that part.
Ricky Smiley can't work with me unless
he wear a dress. I think he probably said it. I think he probably said it to him. I think he probably said it to a producer. Did he write that in the contract? No, I don't believe that.
I think he's reaching a little bit on that though, because that's just doing too much right there. First of all,
but it don't take away from the man still wearing the wear. But he wore the dress. Crazy. He wants to wear a dress though. Ricky Smiley loves being the grandma. Go look on YouTube. Nigga loves being the grandma. He plays the hell out of that grandma. That grandma's funny too.
He was saying it like he had like major pulls, and at the time I never even know like until Friday After Next who the.
But it's not. But this it's not defamation if it's true.
I've ever seen Ricky Smiley. I didn't even know that he was the Santa.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know either. I didn't know either. I didn't know either.
He didn't
really do nothing.
He was a crackhead.
That Santa was whack.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing.
And I'm like, all right.
Ho, motherfucker.
He wasn't even good in that role. Yeah. Like, who here live right now?
Y'all don't. They
liked that Santa role. That Santa role was whack. They didn't even need.
They didn't even do
to have that Santa in the movie.
No, he was no.
That's crazy. To be honest, Friday After Next is the worst one out of the three, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's here nor there. You know, but Money Mike was in it.
He did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars
Simple as
lie.
that.
And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same.
Do we have something for that?
Yeah, we have that.
We have that you sent me on Discord. Is that right? Here we go.
There was this white family lived in Mississippi. And they had this man who worked for them occasionally.
227, I think.
And he did various small jobs for them on and off for about a week. One night he had just finished bartending the party, and the lady of the house realized that she didn't have any money. So she said to him, "Bominicious, I want to write you a check, but I don't know how to spell Bominicious." And he said, "Well, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. See, when I came to work for you, I told you my name, and then I said, but you can call me by my initials."
Everybody around here call me Bominicious. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. Everybody call me Bominicious. Everybody call you Bominicious. Yeah, everybody in the whole city call me Bominicious. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, dang.
Bominicious. This is what everybody call. Yeah, everybody call me that, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So all week long, my ass talking about Bominicious. What up, boy? Hey, Bominicious, you gonna run around, come over here and watch the game with us later on. Hey, Bominicious, run to the store, grab some beer, come on back. My cousin said, what you calling him?
Oh, he's getting a good reception from this, too. He's getting good feedback from this thing, too. Mm-hmm. The audience is into it.
Bominicious. He said, everybody call him Bominicious. It's all right for me to call him that. Like, nah, man, his name's CJ. He's saying you could call me by my initials. That's what he's saying.
Damn.
Wow. Niggas be biting, bro. Niggas be biting.
Okay, receipt right there.
Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom. That Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now
we have some receipts on that as well. Let's go ahead and get into what Mark Curry had to say.
So what's up with you and Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on his...
That's Mark Curry.
Bullshit talk show he had.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
He did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching that. Somebody called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you didn't have to do that,
I'm going to send us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us.
Motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass.
What the heck was that?
Was that the material?
We didn't know what we were.
I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know. That every Halloween, I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. I wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS.
Fuck.
Maybe it was a coincidence. Sometimes people come up with jokes and they be the same. Different periods of time.
Somebody giving it to them,
phrases.
Too. Sometimes people give it to them, too, at the same time.
I'm glad you said that. I sent you a video. I've sent you on something. Go to Discord. There you go, right there.
Did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said it don't line up. How it don't line up? He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know. Right. The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice. Right. It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of Make Sure You Tune In to BET
that one.
was
yeah,
you saying
that joke.
That
joke.
That was his best bit.
Cat Williams stole that joke.
Oh, no,
Cat Williams stole that joke. He did. Katt Williams did it first. He was Cat in the Hat at the time. He did that on BT Comic View.
I remember that with the Lolo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the girl. Makes me feel so good.
And then Katt Williams, they got. He did it in Comic View.
Wow. So
Cat
this
in the
is
Hat.
not just a random joke.
Hey, hold on, let me
This
see
is
if I
my
can
very
find when
best
he actually did the
and
bit.
it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
I sent you the actual video so you can see the.
That is
now go
blatant.
now. Look at now. You remember now for everybody at home. If y'all remember the Kings of Comedy, now this is when he did it. This happened in 1998. Kings of Comedy came out in 2000.
In a six-shift convertible.
I will admit what Cedric did. He added something to it and made it better.
Put the cigarette,
but he
definitely
took this.
He
definitely took.
Because I don't remember him running out doing that shit. What he did either. Yeah. He flipped it. He flipped his shit.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's
real tough.
Everybody biting off of
Cedric
somebody.
the Entertainer. Do we look at Cedric the Entertainer any differently?
Oh yeah, you almost definitely do. Oh,
Cedric,
absolutely.
It's crazy. 2 of the original Kings of Comedy were joke stealers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one man who always just sugarcoated and piggybacked, one man was Cedric on Steve.
And people remember,
Cedric,
if you were around that time.
Steve, he was in a subservient position on the Steve Harvey show.
Always.
And he would always go where Steve went.
Yeah.
And Steve had problems with Bernie Mac. Jealous of Bernie Mac. Didn't want. Calling up, trying to get the Ocean's 11 job, which that was just like.
Foul.
Steve Harvey is an absolute coon of the highest order. And it looks like Cedric the Entertainer is even worse because he's the coon follower.
Yeah. Like, you know what's going on.
Everybody biting off of somebody, but it's crazy when you biting off somebody and they got notes, bro. They got notes on you.
Like,
it sucks. It sucks though, because it's kind of like those jokes that people put out or the work that people do, they come up with those ideas.
He's a thief.
They truly creative those ideas. You're taking another artist's shit. You know what I'm saying? They work hard for that. And for you to do that and to make it your own, especially if you didn't buy it either, it's bad. It's a bad rap. It makes everything that you had bad credit.
Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask, why you not
I remember that
star?
too.
I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good Obercabe and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way you. I mean, we ain't even got
I feel bad. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why.
Does anybody else get the feeling that Shannon Sharpe is scared during this interview?
Hell yeah.
He knew he had something, but he couldn't stop it. Yeah. He knew he had, like, I have gold right now. I have fire, but I have to. I think that's why he let him keep talking instead of correcting it. Correcting the record, he's just letting them talk.
Are you guys getting the gist? I get the gist that he's kind of terrified.
I think he is too, especially how society is right now.
Yes.
I think he's scared because this could have a problem in an issue with his show. You know, especially what he's trying to get going on. Katt Williams, I don't think he was.
And he had all the people he talking about. They sat on the same couch.
He wasn't expecting that. I think he wasn't expecting that he was going to unleash like that, like he's doing. You know, telling too much like he's doing. I think he was very shocked about everything that was happening. That was freaking him out. Like, oh shit.
Before you continue, I sent you another one. Found out he turned Steve Harvey. An example of Steve stole his jokes too.
You ready for Steve?
Steve stole his jokes too.
Yeah, he's a thief.
You can skip 10 seconds.
Negro, did I eat today? I can't get no half a tank. I got 6 cigarettes. I can't even do it. That used to be,
I remember that joke.
$10, $15, you could go to the gas station with confidence because you knew you was either going to be full
I think
or
that was the
damn
Pimp
near
Chronicles.
full. If you had a 20, you ain't even talk to the person at the counter. You just 20 on 11, bitch. Used to be, if you put $15 in your tank, you had time to bond with your vehicle. You had time to put the nozzle in and set the clicker and look through your car and clean off the dashboard and look through your CDs and run in the store and get some Pringles and a Snapper and it'll still be pumping. Now if you put $15 in, you can't even turn around good for that son of a bitch. As soon as you put it in, just click, click.
Gas $4 a gallon. Can't even pump gas like you used to no more. $4 a gallon? You remember when you used to go to pump and put the nozzle in there and hit it? Be sitting there talking, be on your phone. Hey, what's happening? Be walking around, cleaning the windshield. Speaking to hey, girl, what's happening? What you doing? Hey, you. Hey, dog, hey, you go in there, bring me a wine cooler. Bring me a cooler, dog. Not no more. Ain't nothing going on at that pump except you and that pump. Your ass is looking at that pump.
Here's what I'll say. So he took something and he's adding to it to make it slightly different.
Yeah.
It's like reacting to somebody else's content and then adding commentary to transform it. What you think?
In school, that would be plagiarism. Now, I would get an F on my test if I did everything we just saw. I would have got an F on that test. That's plagiarism. Jody, you're a YouTube creator. That don't bother you? The level of, if in that level. And just go to your this world. You see people copy off you all the time.
People bite
off little things, take little creations, and then take little bits and pieces of it, change it around.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel good?
No, it doesn't make you feel good.
So if Katt feels that way, so you, in some level, understand how it feels to get copied from plagiarism.
Copied, yes, but he
changed it,
shifting it a little bit.
Yeah. But see,
the idea came from Katt Williams,
right?
And
you can't
took that premise and he needed it,
right?
And
you can't create nothing. You can't. Nothing can come from your idea.
There's a lot of people that know how to add to, but they cannot create.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who can add to, who can be accessories to, who can help make better, but they cannot create from nothing. That's the big difference.
And I think that's why Katt Williams is so goddamn hot. Because these are my jokes. This came from my bosom. This came from my. And then Bernie Mac said something about saying the same thing. Bernie Mac said, I would never want to make the audience laugh at a joke that I didn't know that I didn't make.
Yeah, I remember that. I heard that too before.
That's my joke. Right. It has to come from my brain.
I feel like this though, and I get what Katt Williams how he feels about it. But he got to understand, in this type of business that he's in, everybody's biting off. They've been biting off people from a long ass time, even before he even came along. Even when he was in his daddy, when he was in his daddy's sack, they was biting off of people.
He knows that.
So it's kind of like but it's kind of like this though. I kind of got like maybe he's more on the
Steve
point
Harvey
of he's not getting his credit. He's not getting the credit. He's not getting the credit that they deserve. Like, oh yeah, I got this from this. A lot of them are not gonna put that out there. People steal stuff all the time. Yeah, you're not going to get it or whatever. Yeah, they're going to switch this shit up. And it comes down this. A lot of comedians don't write their own jokes. They get it from somebody else. So they could have heard his shit and gave it to them, and they didn't even know that he did it.
Right. And that's a lack of creativity. You not being able to write.
A lot of somebody else.
No, but there's a Steve Harvey and Cedric are good performers. You could be a good Cardi B's a good performer, but the bitch don't write. That's what we're saying. This nigga writes and creates his own something from something. Dave Chappelle can write.
He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience?
Netflix or
they're
Tubi.
So bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
Damn.
It seems to me that you have a lot to get off your chest.
There is some utter bullshit on Tubi.
You want to say the rest.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Damn.
I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
Yeah, you can speak the truth, bro.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. Mm-hmm. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like,
oh damn, Earthquake can't read? Mm.
Was Earthquake?
He's a comedian. The comedian.
Is he in with Steve Harvey and them?
Mm.
You can't do nothing if you can't read.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't read your script and
then like going back to like Steve, that Steve Harvey, that era where Bernie Mac, even though he was better than all of them, but like that era, that was a dog, the 80s and 90s of comedy. They were stealing each other. They weren't doing that. Back in the Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris. Back in those days, those guys, it was a collaboration. Even Richard Pryor, who was a great performer. Did you know that Paul Mooney wrote a lot of his jokes?
I heard a lot of that shit on Dave Chappelle.
And he gave credit to Paul Mooney. Yeah, so the issue is not that I'm stealing your joke.
And the only reason Paul Mooney has even had that clout in Hollywood,
I ain't know the fuck Paul Mooney was until Dave Chappelle show.
The only reason why he had that respect is because people gave him credit for writing good jokes.
Yes.
Writing those jokes, a lot of the jokes that he wrote.
I didn't even know who Paul Mooney was.
They could have been like, I wrote that. Paul Mooney never would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor put him on.
Yeah. Gave him credit. It's all about credit. And that's all they have to do was just give him credit and nobody will say nothing. And that's the problem.
In college, we've learned how to do that.
Source.
We have to cite our sources.
Yes. Yeah. That's all them niggas have to do. Yeah. But you know what's funny? They didn't think that technology would get to the point where it's at now. Where they can go back and they can shit. Steve Harvey and Cedric never thought in a million years that we'll have footage like this, get to pull it back, because when they did that shit at the time, they never thought they was gonna get caught, or they never thought that Katt will get big enough for it to even matter. So fuck both of them.
Well, the way things are right now is because how society has changed. If society wouldn't have been like how it is right now, about people looking into a lot of shit, or the you got to watch out for this or watch out for that, or people bringing up more of this. Because back in the day, nobody brought up nothing. There was a lot of people getting shit stolen for years, and then now everything is starting to come out. We ain't had that at
What's
first.
crazy is that the Katt Williams was sitting here. Katt Williams, if these people weren't on the Club Shay Shay podcast, he still would have been silent about that.
Yep.
I have a problem with that. The fact that Katt sat up on here for 15, 20 years
I was
and
going
didn't
to say
say
that.
something.
Why did he come out now? Why is he coming out now? It's some bullshit to that.
He's coming out now because he got a comedy special he's about to do his tour.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's be honest here. But even though he was about to tour a lot of times, though, he could have came out last tour, the tour before that, the tour before that. Why is he just now coming out?
Because
now?
he mentioned that
it's like
his name.
Money.
Because those comedians, they mentioned his name. Hit dogs don't holler. And then once again, I think it's more important. I don't shoot the messenger. I'm
can't let people be you. If you believe in telling the truth and being honest, and you let these frauds come to this level.
Okay, so
knowing that they stole your jokes.
Okay, now look,
you should have been came out when he became famous.
So
if he was known, he could have came out a long time ago and said, that joke that Steve Harvey did, that's mine. That joke that he did, that's mine.
He didn't come out right away because he was small. After
I said it when he was bigger, when he was big.
But this video has over 40 million people watching it. The Steve Harvey had 11 million. Those people left 2 million, 3 million. But the fact that all these people are watching, that means, and these people are responding, he's hitting on something that's true. Because if he was irrelevant, if nobody cared, if he was just an afterthought, nobody would say nothing. If this video only had 200,000 views, nobody would give a damn. They only care because they know what he's hitting on. He's messing up your gravy train. Yeah, maybe he could have spoke up sooner, sure. But the fact that he's hitting it now and he's hitting the word hurt and he's resonating with the world, he's making the world money right now. That's Katt Williams. Cedric the Entertainer couldn't do that when he went on Club Shay Shay. Steve Harvey couldn't do that when he went on Club Shay Shay. Only one person did it. He did it. So I'm going to give that credit to him and not show hate like you are, nigga.
Nigga, I ain't hate, nigga. I'm giving my shit a buck,
that's
bro.
Hate, nigga.
I say my shit.
No hate. That sounds like hate.
It's your opinion.
Attack the message.
Opinion.
Don't attack the message. Listen to the message.
No, I am listening to the message, and I'm saying what I'm saying.
And nigga, all I heard what you say is, oh, this nigga hated.
All I heard is you talking bullshit. All I heard is Tyler Perry.
All I'm hearing is Tyler Perry. You see, all I'm hearing is Tyler Perry, and I'm hearing, oh, this nigga lying, nigga.
But he likes Tyler Perry. I understand why he want to defend Tyler Perry.
You are on your crazy ass rant.
You don't like
I'm saying my shit.
At least I admit it. At least I admit I don't like the motherfucker.
That he likes Tyler Perry though. He's defending Tyler Perry. You're attacking Tyler Perry. He's defending your.
And you're sitting in the middle.
I'm going like this. So when you expect me to be on everything you say, I'm not going to agree with you. The fuck?
Yeah, I see both sides.
I got my opinion. You got your opinion.
I don't understand your goddamn opinion. Stop hating, nigga.
Nigga. Fuck you. You're hating. Every time I got something to say, you got something to run. Every time I say something, you're running with shit. You keep going every fucking time. Every time I open my mouth, you open your mouth. Shut the fuck up. Let me say what I got to say at once. Shit.
Say something that makes sense.
Nigga, my opinion. It's my fucking opinion.
But you have to follow the topic.
Obviously, bro, you're going like this. Oh, he's right. He's this or that. Nigga, I'm saying my point. You say your point. Fuck you. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was asshole erupted. If this nigga wasn't, everybody is seeing this shit and everybody is watching this because who he is. He's high up. Everybody know who Katt Williams is. If he was a small fry and still little, nobody wouldn't give a fuck about what he's saying. Because who he is right now, who he is, bro. That's how everybody is on this shit. Because he's Katt Williams. But if he was small,
Katt Williams,
what I'm saying is, if he was a small comedian,
he could have came out earlier and said this, right?
When he got big, like how he big.
He's bigger now.
For a decade. Right. Over a decade. Yeah. He could have came out a long. I feel like he could have came out a long time ago.
All right. So what was going on? Like, you know.
That's why I guess. And you get mad for me trying to get clarity.
I guess he's like looking at him on TV. Like, I guess it's because you're on a podcast.
They're making more money than him though too.
And you gonna lie? Like, I understand if you lie on Oprah, you lie on Fox, you lie on ABC.
All of them.
You're on Shay Shay lying, nigga. Oh, I'm coming for you now.
But he got to look at
like this. Said it was a place that it was a platform he can go to get his message out without feeling like he's going to get interrupted, blindsided, or so that's the main reason why he went on Shannon, because there's no other space out there where he can get that message out. And he saw those bums, as he calls them, go up there and lie. And
Mooney Real says it's not. Thank you for the donation. He says it's not just about the material; it's about the delivery. If someone is getting more notoriety off of your material, check your delivery. It's kind of making an excuse for why maybe Steve Harvey would take the jokes with the gas pump and he did it better. Maybe Cedric the Entertainer saying, so if you could deliver it better,
we acknowledge it. The problem is
it's a switch because it's not like he did everything that he did. He did most of it.
I don't know
but
if
it's still
I
biting.
agree with
It's still biting. He still they still bit off him regardless.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
They still bit off of him.
Even if you do even for the sake of argument, if you say you do the joke better. You do the joke better because you added something. You added something to it.
But where did the idea come from? You didn't spawn the idea.
That creativity didn't come from you. You have a limited creativity, a creativity to make something probably better, but the creativity to create from nothing is the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's harder. It is harder to have nothing. Like, I don't got nothing. Come up with an idea, make up a joke, make it funny.
Right. It's easy. It's easy. Just empty. Imagine the studio, y'all. Imagine shit was empty, and then I walk in halfway and be like, you know what, Joe? This is a great studio, but you know what? Now it's perfect.
Right. Let's turn this red. Let's add this to the ceiling. Let's do something here.
Like, the original idea. So that means when you can't come up with nothing new, that's gonna show.
All right, so we got another donation here. Thank you, Davis. He says, Katt Williams been saying this for 15 years. They kept saying he was crazy and on drugs. Kevin Hart was complaining about this on The Breakfast Club. Kevin Hart hasn't been saying this for 15 years. Katt Williams. Katt Williams, not once in all of the stand-ups that I've been watching him, his specials, hasn't said this.
Yeah, this is the first
Steve
time.
Harvey, I saw the Steve Harvey thing about 10 years back when he called him out. Was like, nigga, you whack, you garbage, you got a freaking, you big lip, bubble lip, come outside to see me. He would get to the show and said, let's have a comedy fest.
And he said he approached them. He's talked to the comedians themselves,
but never
not like this. Not on this.
This joke is stolen.
This is to the next level. This is to the next level.
He had so many comedy specials to do it.
Yeah,
he's doing it now.
Yeah,
he's doing it now. Yeah. I'm not trying to take nothing from Katt, but he could have come out and said this.
But what a better way to do it? He's shitting on he's feeding the world right now.
Didn't Katt in the interview say he was offered a college scholarship at 7? Believable. Ha ha ha. He said he was offered a college scholarship at 7. That is possible.
That's what.
There's people who give honorary scholarships to little child prodigies.
LeBron James' son got a scholarship as soon as he came out the womb.
Exactly. That doesn't. Yeah, it's possible.
All of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets, and this is the age of truth, and the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies.
I would like to say something. This is not the age of truth. This is the age of lies.
Yep.
Lies, deception. Internet, the YouTube,
Keep
social media,
secrets.
it's all about lies. It's all about warping reality. The news, what you see in the media, it's all tainted lies. So that's one thing that he's wrong on. This is not the age of truth. A lot of people have confirmed. They went into the trenches of YouTube and found receipts, and a lot of receipts of stuff from way, way back when. Like the time that he called out Steve Harvey on stage, like, come see me.
Yeah, start it over.
And Steve was talking shit before this show, too.
So this is a championship comedy series or whatever. But Steve Harvey is backstage right now.
No, Steve Harvey went up first.
Yes.
And he basically roasted him. And then,
he did a regular set.
He did a regular set.
And then he said a couple of things that Katt Williams didn't approve of. He came out next, and he called Steve Harvey out. Come out, nigga, let's do this. Steve Harvey never came out.
And this was Steve's show. Steve promoted this.
Steve Harvey never came out. If another man calls you out saying, let's handle this on the comedian level, I'm half your size.
And he was talking shit before this show starts on his radio show.
Right.
I'm going to come in, I'm going to do my thing. I'm Steve Harvey.
They probably told him not to. It's not even worth it. Because look how high Steve Harvey is. And look how
that's not how they went down.
At this
Steve
time,
promoted the show. Steve didn't know. Steve tried to crush him. Steve didn't think he was that funny.
I can barely hear it. I can barely hear what he's saying.
said he talked about a lady in the audience for 15 minutes. He should have been talking about me like I'm about to talk you right now.
You bitch.
And he sat back for 7-8 minutes and he talked major shit about Steve Harvey while he was just a few feet away.
Damn.
And he never came out. Why didn't he never come out? You a comedian, you stand on this.
Yeah.
That's like somebody saying, yo, Jody Joe, man, you a fraud.
Calling you live.
Calling me out live.
That Ripper nigga.
Yeah, if that like that trash Ripper, the cool Ripper nigga.
The Ripper nigga.
The Ripper nigga.
Yeah, the Ripper
calling me out. Oh, I'm coming. You ain't gonna say nothing about me. I'm coming for sure. And that's what happened.
No, Jody, don't talk to Ripper.
Call me out. I came. Where you at?
No, Ripper, don't talk to Ripper. You need to turn away. You're a big R. Don't do it, Jody.
Nah. We gotta do that. You just got to stand on certain things, especially when you're about this. If you're about this, you got to stand. And he was right there, and he never came out.
Yeah,
because he was scared. And he made the right choice, because if he would have came out there and went back and forth with Katt Williams,
think his career would have been over.
Yep. There ain't been no family feud.
Just like old girl on the radio show, Miss Wanda Smith.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think he would have did better than her though, but yeah.